What if I told you the person earning less than half your salary is quietly building 10 times your wealth? Same city, same generation, same economy. And they're not doing anything illegal or extreme. They just know something most high earners never figure out. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll see exactly where your money is silently disappearing. Meet two people. First one, call him Jordan. Pulls in $155,000 a year. Software job, stylish apartment, leased car that turns heads. On paper, he looks like someone who has it figured out. But 3 days before payday, his bank account dips below $1,000. He's carrying credit card debt he doesn't mention at dinner. And there's this low-level financial dread that never really goes away even when he's laughing at a party. The math is running in the background. Now meet Priya. She earns $72,000, drives a paid-off 2019 sedan, keeps her phone until it literally gives up, has $167,000 in net worth, a 6-month emergency cushion, and she hasn't lost sleep over money in years. Jordan earns more than double. Priya has 14 times his wealth. This isn't a motivational story. These are real financial patterns. And the gap has almost nothing to do with income. It's entirely about 12 principles most people were never taught. Let's go through them. Rule 1. Decide what enough means before life decides for you. Most people never ask, how much do I actually need to feel genuinely comfortable? Not rich, not impressive, just stable and free. Because if you never answer that question, your spending answers it for you, and it always answers slightly more than you currently have. Every raise gets swallowed. Every bonus disappears. You earn more. You feel the same. You repeat this for decades. Studies show emotional well-being rises with income, but the improvement flattens significantly, around $100, $150K. Beyond that, you're paying a lot for very small gains in daily happiness. Yet surveys show a third of households earning over $250K still describe themselves as living paycheck to paycheck. That's not a math problem. That's the absence of an enough number. Calculate your real monthly floor, what you genuinely need to live comfortably. Add 20% breathing room. Write that number somewhere visible. That's your anchor. Everything above it builds freedom, not lifestyle. Rule 2. Every purchase has a hidden price tag. The sticker price is a lie, or at least half the truth. Every dollar you spend has an invisible twin. What that money would have grown into if you'd invested it instead. That $300 monthly car upgrade? Over 25 years, at 7% returns, that's $243,000. Your streaming stack, Netflix, music, apps, you forgot about averages. $219 a month nationally. Over 20 years, that's over $114,000 in lost compounding. Food delivery 3 times a week? Roughly $700,000 over a lifetime of investing. This isn't about guilt. Some of those things are worth it. The question is, do you know the real price before you decide? Most people are choosing with one eye closed. Rule 3. Are you spending for yourself or for an audience? Open your banking app. Look at your last 15 non-essential purchases. Ask yourself honestly, would you still have bought these things if nobody would ever know you owned them? Research from decades of studying actual wealthy people reveals something uncomfortable. The majority of luxury car owners are not wealthy. The expensive car is statistically more likely to signal debt than success. Meanwhile, genuinely wealthy people tend to drive practical cars and quietly invest the difference. We spend to signal, we buy to perform. And the audience we're performing for is too busy performing for their audience to even notice. That's an expensive show with no real viewers. Know why you're buying something. If you'd love it in a room alone with no one watching, great. If you need someone to see it to get the value, that's not preference. That's the algorithm spending your money. Rule 4. Build a 7-2-hour wall between wanting and buying. Impulse purchases make up 40–80% of all consumer spending. That's not a small number, that's the majority of what people buy. Here's what science tells us. The dopamine hit from deciding to buy something is nearly identical to actually buying it. Which means if you wait, the urge fades naturally, without willpower. The rule: nothing non-essential over $50 gets purchased within 72 hours of first wanting it. put it in the cart. Research it. Don't pay. Most people find that 60% of what felt urgent on Monday is completely forgotten by Thursday. The thing you truly want will still be there. The impulse buy was never about the thing, it was about the moment. Rule 5. Stop replacing things that still work. Before upgrading anything, phone, car, laptop, it must pass at least one test. Is it actually broken beyond affordable repair? Does the new version do something fundamentally different, not just slightly better? Is keeping it actively costing more than replacing it? If none of those are true, you're not replacing it. You're paying for the feeling of newness, and that feeling has a price tag most people never calculate. Rule 6. Name the cascade effect, or it will drain you quietly. Buy a new couch. Suddenly the rug looks wrong. Replace the rug. Now the coffee table doesn't match. Soon you've spent $4,000 because of a $1,200 decision. This is called the Diderot effect. One upgrade creates a chain of necessary upgrades to restore the feeling of coherence. Before any significant purchase, ask, what else will this make me want? Add those costs to the original price. That's what you're actually committing to. Rule 7. Cancel everything. Resubscribe to what you actually miss. Americans estimate they spend $86 a month on subscriptions. The real average is $219. That's a 155% blind spot. The protocol: cancel every non-essential recurring charge today. Then, only resubscribe to what you genuinely reach for within the next 7 days. Everything else wasn't enriching your life, you were just funding it on autopilot. Rule 8. Protect your raises from yourself. Every time income goes up, lifestyle quietly inflates to match. This is called hedonic adaptation. Your brain normalizes new comfort levels almost immediately. The fix: when income increases, direct 75% of the raise straight to savings and investments before you adjust a single expense. The other 25% is yours to enjoy. Research shows this approach can grow savings rates from 3.5% to nearly 14% over just a few years, because you never feel the loss of money you never touched. Rule 9. Automate everything. Willpower is not a strategy. When one company switched retirement enrollment from opt-in to automatic, participation jumped from 49% to 86%. Nobody became more disciplined. The default changed. Set up automatic transfers to savings and investments on payday, not the day after, not when you get around to it. Pay yourself first. What remains in your account is already the money you can freely spend. No debates, no calculations, no guilt. Rule 10. Track one number: your savings rate. Savings rate equals money saved divided by gross income times 100. If it's rising, you're winning. If it's falling, something needs attention. That's the entire dashboard. Target 20% or above. This single number captures everything: lifestyle creep, subscription drift, income growth without a 30-tab spreadsheet you'll abandon by February. Rule 11. Price everything in hours of your life. Take your monthly take-home pay. Divide by 160 working hours per month. That's your real hourly rate. A $700 phone equals 28 hours of your life. A $748 car payment equals 30 hours every single month. Is it worth the days? Some things easily pass this test. Many don't survive the honest calculation. Rule 12. Know your freedom horizon. If your income stopped tomorrow with no warning, how many days until the first bill goes unpaid? For most Americans, that answer is around 14 days. That number, your months of survival without income, is your real financial health metric. Not salary, not job title. Runway. Build 1 month of expenses first, then 3, then 6. At 6 months, something shifts psychologically. The background noise of financial anxiety, that constant low hum of what if, starts to quiet. Not because nothing can go wrong, because you've built enough margin that one wrong thing doesn't collapse everything. That silence, that's what financial stability actually feels like, not a luxury. A specific, quiet peace. Jordan isn't a bad person. He's just running on defaults, spending without anchors, upgrading without thinking, earning without ever asking how much is enough. Priya earns less than half his income and has built 14 times his wealth. She's not deprived, she's free. These 12 rules aren't complicated, They don't require a finance degree or a detailed spreadsheet. They require one thing: honesty. About why you spend. About what you actually need. About the invisible price tags hiding behind every small purchase. Pick the one rule from this video that hit hardest and act on it today. Calculate your freedom horizon. Run the subscription purge. Build the 7-2-hour wall. Start one thing, because the second price tag on waiting is also enormous. If this shifted how you see money, like and subscribe. My YouTube channel Zen Invests. Subscribe. And share it with someone who needs it, and drop a comment telling me which rule hit home. I read every single one. See you in the next one.